All right, we're now being joined by Nigeria Mbachu, yes, you heard me right, a convener of KWECHIRI Unity Forum. Yes, Nigeria. You know, when I was talking to my colleague, I called him and said, I said, Nigeria, I said, your guest, I said something about Nigeria. So he felt I was joking, thought I was talking about Nigeria, but he didn't know I was calling your name. All right, good to have you on the program. Yeah, what's your take on the raiding of Igbo host residents by the DSS who claim he was stockpiling arms to undermine the government?
Well, there has been incessant arrest of the symptoms and not the disease itself. So my take is, if we keep arresting the symptoms, what happens to the disease? The major disease we have, we know it. The people are not happy. Why? Because the available utensils of democratic ruling are not being used efficiently. We have these things in our constitution, but how have you harnessed it? How have you harnessed them? The ones we have already, what is the efficiency of usage of the instrument of a governance we have used in our constitution? There's constitutional provision for local government, there's constitutional provision for a lot of things, but we have allowed it to be overtaken by some state coming up to bring some laws from their state assemblies to model up everything. All attention now are either at the state level or federal government level.
Are you talking about the states, like the southwest states, southeast states, coming up with their own security networks? Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly.
Help us understand that. Okay.
There's no social contract in most things that the leaders and governors are bringing down. You are collecting security votes. To some states it's 200 million, to some 500 million, to some 1.something billion. And a village man pays 10,000 naira, 5,000 naira to provide the vigilante services for their community.
Okay, we get that point, but let me take you up on the fact that Sunday Igboho, who the DSS says is on the run, his supporters are saying that the rally on Saturday, which is tomorrow, in Lagos will go on. And Sunday Igboho himself has said the same thing, that it will go on. What do you think this is likely to portend? What are the implications of going ahead when the police in Lagos has said it should not?
Well, we are finding ourselves in a very delicate line now. But while we are fighting the symptoms, I would suggest that there should be some attention to the disease. Okay, fine, you are trying to condone some excesses of the secessionists, right? But what are you doing to address the interests of the followers? If I have housing, I have water, I have security, I have education, the ordinary government should provide. You find out there are a lot of people will not follow the ideologies of these secessionists. So let's just focus on providing the basic community that will calm the nerves of the poor masses down. That is my take. If we cannot do that, the ideology cannot be arrested. You might arrest a lot of you can arrest a lot of the leaders and all whatnot, but the ideology will not be arrested if you don't arrest the disease. So let's go down to our constitution, see what things we can do first, at the immediate, to calm the nerves of the poor masses down.
Now, what do you make of the antics of Igboho and others like him, especially Kano of the proscribed IPOP, who is now in government's net?
Well, Kano and Igboho are riding on a platform provided to them by bad governance. That is just what it is. All right? Excluding the bad governance, these things will not arise. If I want a Biafra land, I want a Duduwa land, if you check almost every zone in the country, to the extent that the northerners are saying, okay, let the southerners go, let the southeast go. There's a lot of people are wary of the governing system that we are using here.
So
now.
what would you recommend as the way forward? We have barely 2 minutes to go. Would you advise that at this point, so things don't degenerate from here on, that the Nigerian government should, come to the table with IPOB and, well, proscribed IPOB, one needs to say that, and Sunday Igboho and other irredentists like himself? Should that be happening?
Dialogue is an internationally accepted practice everywhere. You can dialogue with people that are agitating and know their real reason for agitating. Their leaders are there. As far as I'm concerned, for you to be a leader, there must be followers. Now, if you say Southeast leaders, Nnamdi is leading, because when you say something, you see people follow him without paying a dime.
You know why I asked you about antics?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, you can want to argue for self-determination. But the way they are going about it, violence and the rest, do you support that? That's the question. Because, I mean, you're aware of what happened in Imo State, of what's been happening in the Southeast.
Yes, of course.
And, of course, the quarrel or argument between the governor of your state and Igboho himself.
Yes,
at a point, the Makinde wanted him arrested.
Okay, you see, if you want to do something, the society is yearning for leadership. So when the people that has the right antics are not available to read with the instrument of governance, the people that are naive or have their own ideology about their own antics they want to use, they take over. Okay. The basic thing is that the yearning of the people must be met.
Should they be armed? I mean, the cache of arms were discovered, allegedly discovered by the DSS in the home of Sunday Igboho. Should a secessionist be found with weapons, such dangerous weapons? In 30 seconds, if you can.
Okay, they can play a defense to that. Now, there's a law, you cannot keep arms, right? But there's a defense to that. First of all, for me to exist, I must protect myself. There must be security. If you cannot provide that security, I'll provide it for myself. Okay. So they have that defense. So whatever, all these things that's happening are revolving around the fulcrum of the negligence on the duties of the government.
Answer my question.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Comrade. Nigeria, Mbachu, convener, KWECHIRI Unity Forum. Thank you so much for joining us.